Hello, divas! Welcome to episode 9 of the Petty Podcast. And as you can see, I am back in my car. I'm so happy to have my car back. She was out of commission for a couple of days, so that's why I filmed in my room the last time. Yes, beautiful Anya is back in action. She is a black car, so I named her Anya after the stone onyx because I wanted something a little bit more feminine. And so this week's episode is called Go Vote. It is more of a call to action, a PSA type episode, so I'm going to keep it short because I don't want to take away any more of your time while you should be thinking about which candidate to vote for. So, I'm wearing my little pin. I got my other pin over here that says, I love boys who vote. Because I don't like boys that don't vote. And if you vote for the other side, I'm not going to like you either. So my options are limited, I guess. But I just really wanted to make this more of a PSA. Just like, please just go out and vote. You have 1 week. June 2nd. Is the California primary. So please just go and vote. You got work, you got kids, you got your parents, you got your partner, you got what else? Work, did I say work? You got chores, I don't know. Just take the time to vote. It took me about 30 minutes to fill out my ballot, and then you can find a Dropbox location, very close to your house. I'm going to put up a website right here, and that will have all the information on where polling centers are in your county, and then also where you can deliver your mail-in ballots. Don't put it in the mailbox. Don't do that. Take it to either a polling center or put it in one of the official Dropbox locations in your county. So for the California primary, there is a top 2 system that we have in the state. Each state can be different, but in our state, it's a top 2 system for the primaries. So basically for governor, the top 2 candidates, whoever got the most votes, the top 2 are going to go on to the general election in the general state election in November. So it could be 2 people from the same party, or it could be 2 people from a different party. And I mean, basically in California, the Democrat side is messy. There's so many candidates, and when you look at the ballot, almost the whole entire first page is just governor candidates, and there are some weird ones in there. I didn't look up all of them, but yeah, there was some really strange one, for the love of country, God and country, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, it took me about 30 minutes to go through everything. And every county is a little bit different because there might be more local candidates depending on your county, maybe local measures that are being voted on as well. But it does not take that long. I'm telling you, it's very simple. It is very, very simple to vote. You just have to take the time to do it. Just carve out a little bit of that time. Get off your phone and vote. Get off your phone and just vote. Because I know that's what takes up most of our times. It definitely takes up a lot of my time. And to me, I used to be one of those people that oh, what's the point of voting? Your vote doesn't count. They already know who the candidate is. All this conspiracy theory type of stuff. And it's just, after what happened with the whole rise of the MAGA muffins, I completely 360, just totally changed my mind on voting. And I realized the importance of, using your right to vote. We still have that right in this country, so I'm going to practice it regardless. So if my vote doesn't count, whatever. But I still did it anyways. And it is a huge privilege to live in a country where you can vote for your officials in office. It's a huge privilege, and I don't think as Americans we realize how much of a privilege it is. And things can change. Things can get taken away from us. And now more than ever, we need to all come together and vote. We need to have good numbers rolling out in, during this time for primaries, for general elections, like whatever. Just get out and do it. You have the right to do it, so do it. And I just think about all the people that have fought for, the right to vote. And if I'm simply just not doing that, then we're screwed. So look up polling centers near you, and I hope that, I see a lot of my Petty Podcast fellow followers voting. And it's really, to me, it's like, it's one small action can really make a huge ripple effect in society. As someone who, I'm just one small person, but I know that I can make a difference with my voice. So, and that's kind of why I made this podcast. And so, I hope to see you guys out there voting. And like I said, this was a short episode. And so I want to see all your posts about voting and all those great things. And, tell your friends to vote. Remind your family to vote. Everyone should be out voting. And I will see you next week on the Petty Podcast. Episode 10 is next week. So I will see you there, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.